Hi Shyama, how are you?
Fine. And what about you?
I'm good too, thank you. Can you tell us something about yourself?
First of all, thank you for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Samalin Puana. I am from Odisha, but currently staying in Bhadrak. I have completed graduation in 2022 and also completed my software testing course from QH Institute in Hyderabad. I belong to a nuclear family and I have basic knowledge about this manual and automation testing. My short-term goal is to get a job in reputed company which I can grow my working skill more and more knowledge which helps me in the future. And my long-term goal is to become a responsible and achieve a good position in the organization. All about me.
Mhm. Okay. What do you know about Selenium?
Selenium is an open source free functional testing tool designed for web application testing. Selenium support for functional and regression testing.
Right. So which programming language you are comfortable with?
Java, Selenium with Java.
Okay. So can you tell me something about the OOPS concepts in Java?
There are multiple features like class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism.
Okay. So can you give me high-level examples? How will you use this particular OOPS concepts in your automation framework?
Hello, again.
Hello. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So how will you use these OOPS concepts in your Selenium automation framework? Can you give me some examples? So for example, in inheritance, you will be creating one
Yes,
base class,
inheritance.
right? Right. And then in the
Inheritance encapsulation, inheritance is encapsulation, polymorphism, and abstraction.
right. So these are the concepts of OOPS. But can you give me some examples? How will you utilize them in your automation framework?
First, inheritance, we can use this inheritance. One class extend assess the properties of another class using this extend keyword.
Mhm.
And it is these advantages of inheritance like code reusability. We cannot define any private and constructor method in inheritance. And encapsulation we use for this wrapping the data and variable wrapping the data members and methods are using in a single unit. We can using this encapsulation. We can achieve for this private method and modify to public for getter and setter method. We using this encapsulation.
Okay.
Abstraction class, we can achieve the hiding the implementation but showing the main services in abstraction. We use this achieve this abstraction two types like abstract class and interface class.
Right.
And
So when you,
polymorphic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So whenever you get, this kind of question in an interview, like you have to give the examples of how you will use them, how you will use these OOPS concepts in your automation framework. Then you can avoid giving the definition, right? For example, you are telling abstraction is the methodology of hiding the implementation of the internal details and showing the functionality of the user. So you have to give example related to your Selenium automation framework. So what you will do in page object model, let's say if you are using page object model design pattern, so you will be using locators such as ID, name, XPath, right? And the methods are in the page class, right? Now we use these locators in our test, but we cannot see the implementation of the methods, right? So that's how the abstraction is being used, right? Then how will you write driver equal to new Chrome driver or new Firefox driver, right? So WebDriver itself is an interface, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so these are few of the concepts you can explain. See, interface you can explain via this. Inheritance you can explain by creating a base class in the automation framework to initialize WebDriver interface, WebDriver weights, property files, Excels, all these things are available in the base class, right? We extend the base class in other classes. They might be test or they might be utility classes, right? So that's how you can use even method overloading, method overriding, which are actually nothing but polymorphism, right? So action class that is there in TestNG. So that is an example of
House
overloading.
operations.
Sorry.
Actions class.
Yeah. So action class is an example of overloading. Assert class is also an example of overloading, right? So that's how you can give the examples and you can explain them in an interview. Is it fine now? Right? So see, your resume looks good. You have got manual as well as automation experience. I mean, the training that you have taken, no? So you will be asked such kind of questions. Okay, now can you write a program on reversing a string? Let's say your string is Shyama, right? You have to reverse this particular string using Java program. So can you write a program on that? Yeah. Can you please share your screen? You can click on share screen button and you can share your screen.
Eclipse or using this notepad.
Yeah. So yeah, open anything, Notepad or IDE, whichever is. Notepad is fine. You can write in Notepad, no worries. Okay, you can open Eclipse IDE, whichever.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Yeah. So can you explain the logic that you have used in this program? And now copy this program and paste this in the IDE, and then let's see the output of the program.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, Shyam.
This Eclipse is not opening.
So is it
Hello.
running? Yeah. Hello. Fine. So you will have to delete all these things. So can you open that notepad file? Yeah. Now can you explain this program?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you explain the program?
We're using the string builder and buffer also. Using
Mhm.
this.
Right. So where have you used a string builder in this?
Okay.
And why are you, using for loop? So, so how will you reverse this string, Shama?
Using the string buffer and builder method.
Yeah. So use it in the program.
Hello.
Yes.
It-
Yeah. Do you think that in this manner you would be able to reverse this particular string?
mm, I don't know.
Okay. So let me share my screen. I'll show you the solution. Yeah. Yeah. Is my screen visible? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you will do is you will find out the length of the string first, right? So once you get the length, then you can run the for loop with that particular length, right? You will extract each character while traversing and add each character in the front of the existing string. So public static void main, let's say this is one of your string, right? One more string variable and one character variable we are taking. Then we are running the for loop. Okay. For loop will be I equal to 0, I is less than string dot length I plus plus, right? So what is the length? So it will run till that. And every time it will, this character variable is there. So it is str dot character at whatever the index that is coming, that particular extracts each character at that particular location, right? And adds each character in the front of the existing string. So this is how you will write the program of reversing a string. Are you getting it?
Yes, but we using this string buffer and builder method.
Okay, so using string buffer and builder. So yeah, you can use those two things as well, right? String builder class has a built-in reverse method, right? String class in Java does not has reverse method, but string builder class has got a built-in reverse method, which you can use. Then again, string builder class does not have character to array method, while string class uh, does have character to array method, right? So you can use that particular thing.
Okay.
Okay, so this is fine. So let me show you how you can use string builder. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So string input Shama, string builder. This is one of the object that we are creating. Then append a string into string builder input one. So input one dot append, and then you will reverse it. Right? So that's how you can use it. This is straightforward mechanism. In interview, you might be asked about different approaches that you can use to reverse a string, right? Okay. Okay, Shama, can you tell me something about priority and severity?
Priority means for severity, how much serious of the defect, the impact of the defect is known as severity.
Hmm.
Severity can be performed by testers,
Hmm.
and there are many severity like activities like high severity, low severity, and medium severity, and uh,
High
and priority
severity,
means
low severity, and medium severity means.
high severity, low priority. Sorry,
So those are the defects that you can get. High severity, low priority, high severity, high priority, then low severity, low
high,
priority.
medium, low.
Yeah.
That is severity contains high, medium, low severity.
Hmm. Okay. But what is severity and what is priority? First of all, let us discuss that.
First, how much serious of the defect is known as severity, the impact of the defect, severity performed by testers, and priority tells severity means application point of view, and priority tells user's point of view
Hmm.
how the bug is
Okay.
fixed fast, and priority performed by developer or business analyst.
Now, can you give me an example of a defect with high severity and low priority?
High severity. Let's say we are working on the software application. There are multiple features on it, like login feature, search button. If login feature is absolutely fine, but search button is not working. It's getting some assessment. So it is high severity, low priority.
Okay, so that will be high severity. Search functionality is not working, right?
Yes,
So
but
then it
a
will be
login functionality is working.
okay, but then it will be high severity, high priority because search functionality is not working, right? Can you give me an example of a defect with high severity and low priority?
High severity, low priority.
Hmm.
Uh, let's say we are creating an application. This
Hmm.
application we're creating with some special character with the name.
Hmm.
That is with crashing the application. So it is high severity, low priority.
Hmm. You are testing the application. Sorry, can you please come again?
With some special character in the name.
With some special character. Okay, but then it will be low severity, high priority. So in the field, if it should accept special characters, then it will be a high severity defect. But again, the priority will be high, right? So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. They can put in the comment section of this video the example of a defect with high severity and low priority. Okay. Okay, Shama, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Mm.
Okay.